Guys, it's Reese. Sorry, I was just talking to myself really quickly, and that was yeah, I just want to race my race car that I got a few days ago, actually. So yeah, this live is Gran Turismo 7 only live, and like I said in the chat feature, which if you want to see one of the 10 cars in a race, please do let me know by typing that in the chat feature. If you do not speak up, I will not be racing that car because just like my previous live yesterday, since no one said they wanted whatever car showing up close, this is kind of similar, but not exactly. I mean, the only thing similar is I'm emphasizing the chat feature a little bit more in these lives. So yeah, if you're here, it would be great if you could maybe hit the thumbs up button too, possibly. Yeah, just let me know what cars you want to see me race in this game today. Sorry about the background items or noises happening. Whoever hit the thumbs up button, I do really appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. So yeah, I'm going to garage right now, so you can see the cars in my garage. You may not be able to see them that well, but hopefully you're able to see something that you want me to use. I will say that the Chaparral 2J is a definite car that will be used in this live. So if someone's requesting that, please be aware that I will not take that as a request. And if I do, you can pick 2 cars to use instead of just one because that car will already be used because I know how many people love that car in the Gran Turismo Racing series. 2 ways to get that car in this game: 2.5 million credits from Legend Cars dealership, which I'm not sure when that car will ever show up again because it just sold out about a few days ago. And then some race car replaced it. A Group 1 car from like the late 80s to like mid early 90s did, I believe. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is that Porsche right there, my custom dark blue, aqua blue Porsche right there, is actually an invite only car. I got that for free by completing a championship race thing in one of the menu tasks, and somehow the car I chose was the Porsche Carrera GT. And then I started realizing that every time I went to Porsche, that car never showed up. And then it's like, as soon as I see this invite, oh, the car's there now. So yeah, that Porsche is an invite only car. Um, that's my only invite car that I actually have in this game, by the way, right now, is that Porsche. So yeah. Hopefully some people show up. Hopefully we have people doing the chat feature so they have a car they want to see me race in this game. If not, then I'll just do free choice and randomly pick 10 cars. But I really hope that doesn't happen because if that happens, some of the people may not like that. So that's why I don't want to do that. I will say the 2J is definitely going to be used, like I said before. So yeah, if anyone's here, I have 91 cars right now, actually. So yeah, if you see a car from these cars here, or you want me to scroll down further to have a car down there be used, please let me know. If not, then I will just start off in the 2J because I'm basically on that car right now, actually, even though it's not the car I'm in. Right, so 2J it is. If someone has a track they want me to race this car on that I have not raced it on before, you can let me know that too. Because I want to do, you know, maybe the same racetrack twice and that's it kind of thing. Because I don't want to do the same racetrack over and over again. That would just be boring. So, yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully, some people do show up and join the chat feature. In the meantime, I'm just going to do this car right now. Um, I've done it on here, but not for a race. I've done it there. I don't think I've done it there, but I don't think I want to do it on that track just because of how many turns are on there. I can't do it on that track because that's an off-road track. The 2J would automatically be disqualified from that race, most likely. I've done it on here. I don't know if I've done a race with it. I've done time trial with it here, but not an actual race with it here. So I think because of that, let's do that. Yeah, might as well do random because if I do group one, I seem to be faster than most of those cars. I mean, if for some reason, no one shows up, I might just consider possibly somehow like renaming this to like video game super fun live thing or whatever. I don't know. Because, I want this to be a fun life for the people that are here. I don't want it to be boring and realize that, the person who's doing this is just doing this for so long and you're not having fun kind of thing. That's not the point of this live. The point is I do this live for subscribers and not subscribed people who like cars and racing games. So yeah, that's why I did this. I did make a video Friday or Saturday saying this was happening and just made one about 10 something minutes ago today. Restarting. That was awful. I already hit a car on the first try. Wow. Whoa, I don't know what. Okay, that was weird. I got hit by the two giants, somehow I'm still fourth. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nope. 226 finish speed in the 2J, and yes, I did win. This is my sixth win, I think, because I couldn't win on some other track. I won on the Blue Moon Speedway, I think, or I may have lost. No, I lost twice, so yeah, this is my sixth win. So my 2J 6-2, which isn't bad. I mean, yeah, most people who drive this car should probably realize that, if you take it on slower tracks, you're probably not going to win as often as you want. All right, anyone here that wants a car to be raced? If so, now would probably be the best time to request a car to be used. If not, then I'll just keep doing random pick. I mean, I technically did race a car, but that was before the live, so that car doesn't officially count then. I mean, I have the A220 race car, I have a concept car, I have the invite car, I have my overpowered Mustang, which is probably going to be more overpowered soon enough. I have a Viper race car, which, come to think of it, I don't think I've used too much. Oh, I did. I used it for the that race car event thing to run some other car of some sort, which I'm not sure what it was. This is a custom tuned Ford Club Coupe from 1949 or 51. Is what this car is. Yeah, it's from 1951 custom Club Ford Coupe, and it's basically a modified version, and mine has 555 horsepower. And then I have these two cars here. I think that Alpha might be an invite car. I'm not quite sure, but it seems like it. I mean, depending on if anyone does show up, I don't know if I'll use 10 cars or not. Because, I did say I was going to use 10 cars, but I just don't see it happening if people are going to show up. Well, 20 is not going to happen, but 10 is a real pushing it kind of thing because, you know, I don't want to let people down kind of thing. I could do maybe 8 and then have 2 less kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, if no one's here, I don't know how I should go about how many cars I use kind of thing. Because, given the fact there's another video game thing starting now on another device or system, whatever, I may decide to do 5 cars and it's half of 10, but that's not an even number. So maybe I do 6, so it's a bit more than half of 10. I could do 6, possibly. Oh, I'm planning on upgrading this car. Yeah, I got this car from used car dealership. This car was insanely expensive in the used car dealership, 430,000 credits. And then there's a more expensive car than this, a Diablo GT or whatever, for almost 820,000 credits, or 820 to 840,000 credits, I believe. How does this game expect people to get all those cars without spending a lot of money or doing those extremely difficult races with the fuel and tire wear a lot of times? I just don't see that happening. There is an event for this car I'm planning on using it in, but since that car that I'm planning on buying is still there, I don't have to do that right away. But I will upgrade this car and make it into a better color. I'm not a huge fan of this silver white color. It's decent, but not one of the colors I would choose for it. So let's see what upgrades I can do to this. Okay, I've done a few upgrades there. Oh, here we are. Here's the main upgrades. I won't have enough of both of those. I want to have at least enough for this, so that means well, that gives it way more power. That not so much. Oh, there's cheaper upgrades. Yeah, then I'll do this right now. Then do that's 5,200, I believe, right there. Yep. What? Oh, cancel. No, shit. I don't have enough for that thing. Go well. Don't have enough for that either. This car can easily make 600 something plus horsepower. I can tell you that for now. Since upgrading this car took a few more minutes, maybe I just do a few cars instead of 10. I mean, I want to do close to 10 cars, but at the same point, it's like, all these races take more minutes than I think, so maybe 10 is a bit too much. Yeah, I'm doing that quickly. I was going to think of green, but then I realized that, it's fine as is. I'm not putting a wing on this car. That would just be silly. Those wheels aren't bad. So I'm just looking up a game score for something. Anyways, back to this. Huh. Oh, don't even have enough time. Interesting. There's almost done. Don't have enough. Okay. Well, can't get any special life. Oh well. That's fine. Well, this is second car being used, so only 8 more cars. Although, depending on racing events and how long laps are, I might actually be able to do 10 cars, possibly. Not so much 20. Well, I did say 10 or 20. Probably more likely 10 at this, right? How many? Oh, that should be easy. That should be easy to do in this car. Well, I might do one of two things. I either use 10 cars or see how many cars it takes for me to get the roulette ticket. And given the fact it took me, well, technically I used another car, but that wasn't during the live. But yeah. Since it's 5 laps for this, I'm probably not going to be using 10 cars in total. So I guess what I should have said is either 10 cars or till I get the roulette ticket. It took me 1 lap and I'm already first. In fact, the lap took me 20 seconds so far. Well, I mean, that drift didn't cause me to, spin out like crazy and, go all over the place and, lose speed, whatever, in the thing. A little bit slower, but not by much. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lap the car. Final lap, and I'm going to win, no doubt, because I'm lapping cars. You may not be able to lap everything. Well, I won. Hey Alex, how are you? Glad you're here. Thanks. So, Alex, do you have any cars you want to have me race in this game? Because as of now, I'm 2/10 of the way through the cars I'm planning on using, but since I'm close to the mileage amount for the roulette ticket, I'm not sure if it'll be 10 or less. I hope you heard what I just said, Alex. If you're still here, that is now. I don't have that car in the game, or do I? Actually, yes, I do. I do have that car in the game. I think it's in my garage somewhere. Should have that car somewhere in here. Where's Ferrari? Ferrari should. There it is. Be right here. Yep, there it is. 458 Italia from 2009. It should be showing the car relatively soon. Well, it's showing up there. If you can see it up there. Well, you can't see anything because the screen shows up really blurry like. But it's definitely there. So, Alex, since you're here, do you have a track you want me to use this car for? Because there is an event that's a Ferrari's only event kind of thing, but that will take a long time to finish because it's 5 laps. And yeah, I just realized that I may have to end this live at 4 because I'm gonna be. So here's USA track options. There's Blue Moon Speedway, Mazda Laguna Seca Raceway, Special Stage Red X, Autodromo de Interlagos. However, that track is pronounced because it's a Brazilian track name. There's Daytona International Speedway, Northern Isle Speedway, Colorado Springs, which is an off-road track, so the Ferrari can't go on that, nor can it go on Fisherman's Ranch. That's another off-road track. Trail Mountain is another track for this car. So is Willow Springs International Raceway. All right, Daytona, which is funny because I just finished a race on there. So we have two options, the tri-oval or the road course. The road course is a little bit more challenging, though. It's more challenging, but it gets more mileage in the game. But, in the long run of things, it doesn't really matter. There's other tracks from Europe and Asia Pacific as well. All right, tri-oval it is then. Do you want it to be how many laps, Alex? 2 or 4 or 6? I don't want to do 10 laps because that'll take too long, probably. But how many laps? 2, 4, 6. It's set at 2 right now. Oh, wait, 4 it is. I guess I'll do random just because if I do one make, everyone's in the same car, select car from garage. Well, I don't want them to all be the same car, but I want them to be similar cars, I suppose. So I guess I'll be changing cars because I didn't realize they would all be the same exact car. 609. Performance rating. Alright, so I need 600 to 699. Everything is pretty much above that car's rating. So I may have to do this just so I have a slightly more fair advantage. I'm gonna change them into this car for no random reason. So I'm just making sure that at least about half the cars are not the same car, or possibly more, for that matter. Sorry, this is taking me a little bit more time, so please bear with me. So I guess because of this, I'm probably not going to end up using 10 cars then, most likely. I'm not changing my car, because that would be kind of silly. How many more cars? Okay, there's about 9, 10 more cars. Actually, let's sort by performance points, so that way I can do this a little bit more quickly. I'm fine with having one car be the same car I'm in, but just not everything, though. Don't worry, I will start this race relatively soon. I'm just doing something. I'm going to make this a very interesting race. Alright, so that way there is only 2 cars of the same color. Okay, now I'm ready to go. Yeah, so due to the fact that this took me a few more minutes than planned to get this race all sorted and everything, I'm probably not going to use 10 cars. I hope everyone's okay with that. Because I know I was going to use 10, but I just don't see myself doing that because, well, there's not, 10 different people here. There's only one person here. And it's kind of silly to have one person choose every single car. Well, I choose one and then you choose one. So it's like, it would be even a bit silly to have me choose 4 more cars and then you choose 4 more. So that way it's 10. So, yeah, that's kind of silly. I was going to use 10, but then I realized, 10's a lot of cars. And yeah, people are racing in cars in my garage, actually, and they may not even know that. Oh shoot, I forgot about the Ford with the wing. That thing has more horsepower than my car does. Somehow that Beamer's terrible. Okay. This is actually my first time ever using this car, and it's doing pretty well so far. I'm not sure what car's going to even be in the top 5 after this race is done. Hitting almost 200 with no upgrades whatsoever. That's nice. Okay, this thing's about 200 plus. Just barely. Going 200 plus. Yeah, 2056, 207. 207 is what I'm able to do so far. Yep, 207 seems to be the car's top speed for now. And something is gaining on me. I'm not sure what it is though. It's probably that overpowered Ford that I didn't realize was closer to this car's rating than I thought. It's whatever this car is, it's really gaining. The good thing is it's taking more time to get, so that's good. The not so good thing, it's getting closer every time. I bet it's my modified GT or something else. This will probably have to be the last race just because of reasons. The Challenger's last and the Raptor's almost last. I'm surprised the Challenger hasn't overtaken the Raptor. That car does have to do with traffic, so yeah, that'll be fun. Meaning that he'll actually have probably not maybe nearly as much time to catch up to me, it seems like, because right now it seems like he's taking a little bit more time to catch me, which is good. I mean, he's still 30 something seconds behind, so he's not going to catch me in time when this race is done, I do believe. Wow, my car's fastest lap time is 44 seconds. That's fast. Not several 2J fast for this track. 2J did 41, 42, I believe. So yeah, Ferrari would be a little bit slower. I should do more time trials on tracks, so that way I actually have like all my cars on tracks for time trials and figure out which is the fastest Ferrari track. Because if I do that, then I'll know what cars to take on which tracks. I won. Yeah, I am gonna have to call this the last race just because I have a event ending. It was the GT. I was right. Wow, not wicked fabrication by my garage tune. Got third place somehow. I got a 3-star ticket. Nice. That was just enough miles to get my ticket done. So that's even better because 3 cars it is then. Well, technically a fourth one, but fourth one wasn't shown. Yeah, the Chevrolet 2J is one of my favorite race cars ever in this game, and so far it's only lost twice, which is good. Although the 4-5 rated Italians want to know so far because that was the only race I've used it in. So yeah, 3 and 4 star are the better tickets to get for roulette tickets, just because 5 and 6 are non-existent basically, unless you do 500 miles, I think, which will take forever. Let's see what I get from this. I hope it's something decent, like credits or a car, or car part maybe. There's 3 cars in here. I get 5,000 credits, or whatever. Yeah, 5 grand. Well, that's still helpful because there actually are car parts I'm planning on getting for this car. Oh, that car's not even favorited? Sheesh, I need to do that right now. Where's favorites? I'm not seeing favorites. There's no favorite thing? Okay, that's kind of bizarre. Oh, here it is, favorite cars. Yep, all of my cars are favorited. Okay, that's a relief. So yeah, I think I'm just going to upgrade that car to 500 horsepower and then probably call this live done. Just because, after a while I will start getting bored relatively soon, which is to be expected for people playing the same game for about, 40 minutes to an hour. So yeah, I have 16,000 credits now. So I can do more upgrades. Yay. Not enough for that though, but that's fine. That's not 500 horsepower. Don't have enough for that. Yeah. Semi racing. Ooh, 499. That's close. You know, I'll just count that as technically 500 and probably call it good on the line. So yeah, this is the NSX Type R from 2002 that I'm in right now, and a blue paint job that I just did on it. 499 horsepower, and it's close to like 2,500 pounds now, I believe, after the light reduction I did to it. So yeah. You can't see the car, but it's definitely up there on the screen. It's like way up there, right where I'm trying to, move my hand to so you could see it. Yeah, NSXs are really cool. In fact, there's another Type R in the used car dealership, but has less horsepower and it's going to have less handling. And it's cheaper because of those reasons. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this live. I hope you liked and enjoyed this live. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I hope everyone that does watch this after it's on my channel can realize why I decided not to do 10 cars. Because, time and I don't want to feel bored doing so many cars for like, an hour plus long on this live. I was hoping a few more people were here because some said they may or may not join, and that's fine because, today's Easter after all, so that's why less people are going to be here today for this live and other lives. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. Happy Easter. And I will see you in my next live stream or video, whatever it will be. Oh, and if there were any questions about this game as random things show up, because this game, just like Gran Turismo Sport, have random history facts show up, or random, facts about certain years show up, I'll be able to answer those questions right now. If there are no questions about this game, the tracks, or the cars that are in this game, then I will end the live. Because I do actually have to do something on a device relatively soon. I don't think I see... Well, my favorite car in this game is probably the Chaparral 2J, which is called the Vacuum Cleaner Washer Sucker Car. That's probably my favorite car in this game. If I didn't have that, I would still say it's probably that car just because of how difficult it is to drive that car in the game. And the way to get it for free, that is. I would say that my second favorite car is probably that Ford GT race car. Just because it's really cool looking. I know that NSX that I did is probably in my top 10 most likely, but not in my top 5. Well, bye for real actually right now. Because, had to answer questions, so bye again for the official time actually, ending the live. Well, I guess this is the official real end of the live, so thanks everyone for being here, and I'll see you next time in my next video or live, which will probably be my toy car hockey one because those are in the playoffs already, actually. Bye. Thanks for being here, everyone that was here. And if you weren't here, that's totally fine. You can watch the live later on when it's on my channel.